Okay, and welcome to Math 8, Unit 3A, Lesson 5, Part 2. So these are some additional examples in case you're still a little bit confused. Okay, so let's start here. Again, we're still using our distributive property. And I notice that I do have things to distribute. If I come up here, I can see I have a negative 8 times negative x plus 7. So let's go ahead and distribute. I have 7x. Negative 8 times negative x gives me a positive 8x. Negative 8 times positive 7 gives me a negative 56. And then I bring down the rest of my equation equals negative 16 plus 7x. Again, that was my distributive property. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is combine my like terms. I can see that on the left side I have a 7x and an 8x that I can combine. So 7x plus 8x gives me 15x. Bring down the rest of my problem. Minus 56 equals negative 16 plus 7x. My next step, remember I'm trying to get all of my constants on one side and all of my variables on the other, is I'm going to subtract. I'm going to end up subtracting 7x from both sides. So I have 15x minus 7x minus 56 equals negative 16 plus 7x minus 7x. So next I'm going to combine my like terms. Let's look to see what we have that we can combine. On the left side, I see I have a 15x and a minus 7x. On the right side, I have a positive 7x and a negative 7x. So let's rewrite this with those combined. 15x minus 7x gives me 8x minus 56 equals negative 16. And that positive 7x and negative 7x end up canceling out each other. So the next thing I'm going to do is use my addition property of equality. I'm going to add 56 to both sides. So I have 8x minus 56 plus 56 equals negative 16 plus 56. So again, I'm going to combine like terms. Let's see what I can combine. On this side, I see I have a positive 56 and negative 56. On this side, I have a negative 16 and a positive 56. So, I am left with 8x, negative 56, positive 56 cancel out, equals. So here I have a negative 16 and a positive 56. Well, that's the same thing as 56 minus 16 if I do some scratch work. 6 minus 6 gives me 0. 5 minus 1 gives me 4. So 8x equals 40. Remember, your scratch work could just go on the side because you do not have a calculator. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I'm going to use my division property of equality to divide both sides by the coefficient. In this case, my coefficient is 8. So I'm dividing both sides by 8. So I have 8x divided by 8 equals 40 divided by 8. So on the left side, 8x divided by 8 gives me x, equals 40 divided by 8 gives me 5. Okay, so I end up with x equals 5. Let's try one more example together just in case you need it. Okay, again, first thing I notice is I am going to need to use my distributive property. And I need to distribute this 4 to the negative 2 and the negative 4x. So, I have my negative 8x plus 32 equals 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 4 times negative 4x is negative 16x. Okay, I noticed I don't have any like terms. All of my terms are different types on each side, so we're going to go ahead and start with our next thing. I want to combine things. So first I want to combine my x's. So I'm going to add on both sides 8x. So I have negative 8x plus 8x plus 32 equals negative 8 minus 16x plus 8x. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. And now let's see what we can combine. Over here I have a negative 8x and a positive 8x that can be combined. Over here I have a negative 16x and a positive 8x that can be combined. So let's go ahead and combine those. So negative 8x, positive 8x go away. I'm left with a positive 32. I just write 32 equals negative 8. Negative 16x plus 8x gives me a negative 8x. So my next step, again, I'm going to use my addition property of equality. This time I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So I have 32 plus 8 equals negative 8 plus 8 minus 8x. So again, I'm going to combine like terms. Here I have a negative 8 and a positive 8. Here I have a 32 and an 8 I can combine. So 32 plus 8 gives me 40 equals negative 8 and 8 cancel. So I'm left with negative 8x when I combine my like terms. Okay, so I'm at the point now where I'm going to divide by the coefficient of my x. What's multiplied by x? So I'm going to use my division property of equality to divide. So I have 40 divided by negative 8 equals negative 8x divided by negative 8. So 40 divided by negative 8, I know my answer is going to be negative. I get negative 5 equals x. Negative 8x divided by negative 8 is x. And again, that's just simplifying my terms. Okay, so this is just some additional examples. If you have any questions, see me in class.